Hello and welcome to Homebrew, the video podcast where we talk about tabletop games and pair them up with the delicious, thematically appropriate homebrew. This week we are doing... What's the technical name of this module?
The technical name of this module is Star Wars: Edge of the Empire. It's the sort of beginner box set, and we're gonna play it. And it's gonna be really fun. It's part of it's the first in a 3-part standalone game series. Preceding the new Star Wars reboots, and basically it takes place during the Age of the Rebellion, so the aesthetic is really sort of that 70s, 80s sci-fi kind of feel. And they've the old Star Wars tabletops were the sort of standard D20 system, and they've simplified a lot of the dice mechanics. They use these sort of special dice now that have symbols on them, so most of what we do is actually going to be not number crunching at all, but just sort of we do it or we don't. Very sort of edge of your seat Star Wars-y stuff, as opposed to the old system, which was like a lot of accounting.
Yeah. And we're going to be pairing that with Hot Valley, which is a local brewery, and their Alpha Centauri brew, which, as Blake pointed out, is not actually a galaxy far, far away.
But it's space.
But it's space. It's in the same...
I mean, it's close, but it's still pretty far away.
And it could very well be a long, long time ago because it formed...
I think we're all stupid anyways, because Alpha Centauri is a star system, not a galaxy.
Yeah, but it's in this galaxy.
Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
But it is part of space, although so is 99% of everything.
Sid Meier's Alpha Centauri was sent there.
All right, well, let's just drink the beer and play the game, and then we'll see where we go. Let's talk about our characters and what we drink this beer.
Our diet Star Wars characters.
I'm the GM. I'm NPCing Oscara. She's a Twi'lek bounty hunter.
I am playing as not Han Solo, but in fact Pash, the dashing human smuggler.
Pash Duo.
Pash Duo, yeah. Pash Duo.
And to complement his not Han Solo, I am not Chewbacca, also known as Lowrick. I was a gladiator, and my family got killed on Kashyyyk.
Nice, man. I'm sorry.
And I'm pretty much C-3PO with 41 Vex. He is a medical droid who wants to learn things because he doesn't have any brakes.
He's programmed to self-improve, right?
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
There's
a little 41 Vex inside of all.
He was raised on Mr. Rogers episodes, or whatever the Star Wars equivalent of that is.
So, these dudes don't know what this game is about, really. I've only read this once, so we're going to sort of wing it as we go. So pretend that
Star Wars.
We're going to X-wing it.
So right about now, yeesh. Right about now, we're gonna.
You're lucky I have a drink in front of me.
We're gonna pipe in the Star Wars fanfare. This is called Escape from Mos Shuta, not to be confused with Mos Eisley.
Which episode number is it?
This is, I think, probably takes place during episode 4.
Yeah, 4.5.
I just imagine the yellow text saying, probably taking it.
Yeah. Right around there, it's like a fraction in there. It is a period of unrest and opportunity in the galaxy. The Galactic Empire struggles to maintain control in the midst of civil war. Meanwhile, scoundrels and smugglers, explorers and expatriates, infringers of all types scramble for a living on the edges of galactic civilization. It is a hard life, but these renegades have more freedom and opportunity than any citizen in the core worlds. On this desert world of Tatooine, a few such renegades have run afoul of a local crime boss, Timo the Hutt, not to be confused with Jabba the Hutt.
Never heard of him.
Trapped in the tiny spaceport of Mos Shuta, the renegades, us, have no choice but to steal a starship and flee Timo's forces. And fortunately, a suitable starship has recently docked at the landing bay, a freighter called the Krayt Fang, captained by a Trandoshan slaver named Trex. As they flee through the sun's-baked streets, the renegades duck into the local cantina to hide from their pursuers. Alright, so you step down a short flight of stairs into the cantina's shadowy common room. The cool air blesses relief from the scorching heat of Tatooine. The Deveronian bartender pauses in his chores to stare at you, his devilish features intimidating. On a stage against the far wall, a Twi'lek woman dances to recorded music. Private booths line the walls, and the cantina floor is scattered with tables and chairs. A few patrons turn in their seats to stare at you. The only other exits you see from the room are what look to be a storage closet in one corner and a doorway behind the Twi'lek dancer. The arched roof above you is supported by thick, heavy struts. You only have a few moments to find a hiding place before Timo's thugs arrive. What do you do?
Okay.
Probably put all our characters in the entrance to the cantina here.
Alright. Our character circles.
Yes.
Cool. Alright.
I can read the description of the bar again if you want.
Yeah, give me that one more time.
Okay, so let's see. On a stage against the far wall, a Twi'lek woman dances to recorded music. Private booths line the walls, and the cantina floor is scattered with tables and chairs. A few patrons are in there to stare at you. The only other exits you see from the room are what looks to be a storage closet in one corner and a doorway behind the Twi'lek dancer. The arched roof above you is supported by thick, heavy struts. You only have a few moments, yada yada. Oh, and also there's a Deveronian bartender behind the bar. Bar, stage. Get back to the stage there.
I'm assuming I'm really big and stand out.
Yeah, you're a Wookiee.
I'm
so.
saying maybe I can get to the power and cut the lights.
Hey, there's an idea.
But then the people pursuing us would know something's up in the bar.
Yeah.
You only have a few moments too, so we're playing this in
Okay.
not in real time, but in game time. You probably wouldn't have time to do that.
Okay. We should. I think
Probably
we
the
should
door
rush behind the
stage.
Yeah, we should
Yeah.
go behind the stage. Be a distraction. I'll use my roguish charm to convince the dancer that we should be allowed to hide back there. We'll pretend that we are doing work on the stage lights back there. Yeah, we'll do that thing that I just said.
Okay.
Unless you have any better
I mean,
ideas.
I could also be here for like safety protocol. I have a medical droid.
Exactly. Yes. We're health and safety inspectors.
There we go.
We're concerned about this. Yes.
I
Okay.
need to make sure we have a
we
first
don't
aid
have time.
kit.
We got to do
The
this.
Twi'lek like pole dances and like listens to you. Like, while she's,
Exactly.
She's like trying to listen in.
We need
Exactly.
to check if you have a first aid kit behind the stage.
Exactly. It just keep health and safety.
And I'm the muscle in case there's some god-awful creature back there.
You lift heavy things.
She
All right.
doesn't understand what you're saying.
Okay. So I'm going to assume
Charm. We'll say.
you're darn straight, Charm.
Are you gonna
I'm
flatter her?
proficient- Oh, I'm going to
Yeah.
flatter that Twilight dancer so much.
Okay, well, it's sort of a weird request, but it doesn't seem totally unusual, so it'll be a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
And so what's your skill and charm?
So I have 2 ability die
Okay.
and 1 proficiency
Oh,
die.
nice. So how
Very charming.
how this works in this game is there's no numbers. We're just rolling, and it either succeeds or it fails. So, that's not good.
Oh,
So-
hey, that worked out pretty
Works,
well.
though. No.
So you should read the roll too.
All right, so we have 2 successes, 3 advantages, or 4 advantages, and 3 failures. So the Twi'lek sort of regards you with suspicion and then directs you to the bartender, but sort of yells across the bar that you're you're health inspectors, but she doesn't have the authority to let you behind the stage.
Okay. I'm going to approach the bartender. Hey, buddy, we're here with health and safety, regulations and everything.
Okay.
And, we were just wondering if we could take a look behind the stage, make sure that, all the stage lights are safe and secured. Normally there would be a fee associated with this, but, we're willing to overlook that given the fact that we didn't technically file the proper announcement request with you guys.
Like, there's an inspection fee for my own lights?
Normally.
I'm just amazed that there's
Polishing a
functional.
glass?
I'm just amazed that there's functional bureaucracy on Tatooine. That
There's
does
not.
not make sense.
Okay.
That's
understand.
my beer, asshole.
Oh, sorry. Jesus. Okay.
What's wrong with you, buddy?
That's coercion.
See,
That's coercion.
Yeah.
I can't charm him too? I guess that's not charm.
Give me justification. If it's
No.
charm. I feel like it's coercion.
Now, seeing as this is such a fine and wonderful establishment that you're running here, I can't say that we're particularly expecting to find any problems. But you know how it is.
Oh my
The boss
God.
back at the base, they expect such things to be done. Honestly, we'll be in and out. We're just going to give it a preliminary check.
All right.
Just
All
to
right.
do
Charm
this.
is fine. You can charm him.
There's a reason I'm playing this character.
Yeesh. Oh, that's pretty good.
3 successes.
3 successes.
All right.
Nice.
So he's like, all right, but make it quick. And lets you all.
Let's go take a look. We'll start
Well,
behind the
yeah.
stage. All right.
He sort of like regards each subsequent person passing with like increasing amounts of suspicion. Like, you're okay, and like I'm all right, but I've got like a blaster rifle. But then like a droid and like a Wookiee shoved back there, and he's like, whatever.
Mean streets of Tatooine.
Make sure it's safe.
We aren't in Mos Eisley, are we?
You're in Mos Shuta.
No, we're not Mos Eisley.
You're not
and
Mos
I am
Eisley.
not Han Solo, and this is not the Cantina
No.
from Star Wars.
It's not even close. Moments
Cool.
after you hide yourselves, a small troop of pig-like Gamorreans.
Disgusting.
Do you want this guy ready?
No, I've got these dudes. for the sake of consistency.
Oh, those guys.
Yeah, big
Yeah,
black
I
Lemurians
recognize them from background scenes.
carrying heavy.
And getting eaten by a rancor.
We have a
Oh
little
yeah,
model.
they stand around and look gross in Jabba's palace.
Yeah,
he
like
can
everything in
so he
Jabba's
can eat
palace.
Jabba can eat the little dudes in the pool.
Yeah.
He loves those things. Carrying heavy, bone-breaking clubs step through the door. Teimo's enforcers. They blink their beady little eyes in the gloom, peering about. Then, seeing nothing of interest, they grunt and whine in their primitive language and turn to go. You know they'll keep looking for you until you take them out. With their backs turned, this is the perfect moment to strike.
Hey guys, they have their backs turned. This is the perfect moment to strike.
I've got a stun grenade.
Do you?
Shall we try?
I think we should do
Yep.
a stun grenade. That sounds pretty good. There's 4 of them, and they're closely clustered.
Yep.
Say that one 5 times fast.
Closely clustered, closely clustered.
Sometimes, Blake, people say things rhetorically. It doesn't mean you have to actually do
I
it.
never understood that, and I'm not about to start now.
Okay,
all right,
so
what are you
how-
gonna do?
So yeah, we should do that.
I'm going to take. Okay, so you're going to throw a stun grenade. What's the? Is that an area of effect? Then I would assume. What's the description on
What was
that?
the Sam that bad
It says
boy?
range short.
Ooh, okay, that's
Damage
not
aids.
good.
No, that's fine.
We're pretty short range.
The whole cantina is in maximum is medium.
Oh, okay.
So in Star Wars, I'll read this part about movement range. Range and distance are handled abstractly with the system of range bands. There are
Nice.
4 range bands. There's engaged, which is close enough to touch. Short, which is a few
Viberax.
steps away.
Okay.
And medium, which is opposite sides of a room.
There's no long range.
And then there's long and extreme, but this place
That's
is
sniping.
is
Well,
not.
right.
You know,
Okay.
this is medium.
So long would be like an E11.
Yeah, if you're in the
Blaster
same
rifle
if you're in the
kind of
same room, you're in medium range.
Is it E11 or E111?
I don't
So
know.
they had clubs. If we open fire, maybe they'll come over to us and then we can stun.
I mean, I would
Give me
very
a-
much
okay.
like to make some pork chops with my Vibro X.
I'm going to go. I'll tell you what. You get that grenade ready. I'm going to take a moment to aim, which is a thing I can do for a maneuver, which
Nice.
gives me a bonus to attack or something like that.
Nice.
Right.
Yeah. So I'll aim around the corner. I'll tell you what. You get on the other side because the stage looks like.
Okay. So if we're
Yeah, you get on that side of the stage. I'll
Okay.
get on the other, and then we count to 3, and then we turn around. You throw the grenade, and I'll pick one of them off with my blaster pistol.
Shall I aim
I should
my
probably-
grenade as well?
Yeah,
Can you do that?
aim
I think you probably can.
I mean, aiming a grenade sounds better than not aiming a grenade.
Yeah,
obviously.
Like I could blindly
I feel
throw
like
it around
you're
the
right.
corner, or just
We should get the patrons out of here before throwing a stun grenade, though. That could cause more
That's
problems.
maybe if you
We're health inspectors. We shout fire.
Do I have like
In
an
a crowded
alarm
theater.
on my droid? Can I just like start buzzing and
Yeah, you do
turning
that.
red?
And
yeah,
then
you
I'll
do.
start fire, and then
You
you go
can
around the
go
corner,
around
and
R2D2.
you go
Yeah.
around this corner and start screaming because a screaming Wookiee will get like anyone out of the stage
And I'll
really
just do a
quickly.
light show and you'll yell.
So
Okay.
we're just making a bunch of noise. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to take a
We're
moment to
trying
aim.
to
Pretty sure we
People out,
lose
scare
the
people.
element
I mean-
of surprise.
I mean, yeah, maybe you should just like start firing with your blaster.
Yeah,
Also
I like
people
that
on the bar,
idea.
too.
Because I mean, it's a wretched hive of scum and villainy. I'm sure they'll know how to take care of themselves.
Yeah, the proprietors and the sort of patronizers of this club look equally seedy.
Yeah. Hell, they probably think the Gamorreans are in there for them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're in a bar.
Anyway,
Obviously,
so
they have no moral
we'll start
character.
combat now.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh.
So
Okay.
so how initiative works in this one is it's either so you have surprise, right?
Yeah.
So the orders go first player character, second, third, the NPCs, and then the fourth player character. How it works in this game is any of you can assume any slot that you want.
There's no
as a player.
initiative roll.
There's no, not for this battle,
Okay.
but in general, it's either like there's no individual initiatives. It's the players and the NPCs, and then you guys can determine among yourself who takes what initiative slot.
Okay.
So 3 players will go, and then the NPCs will all go, and then the last player will go.
Okay.
We should. Okay.
Well, as much as I want to use my axe, it makes more sense to do the pistol for now.
You're playing the Twi'lek, right?
The Twi'lek, yeah, with
Twi'lek.
the
What are your weapons
she's
like?
a bounty hunter, so she's got a blaster carbine.
Okay,
which is probably
so-
good for medium range.
Yeah. So you Ascara and what was your number again?
4-1 Vex.
4-1 Vex and Pash should open up, and then let them go. Let them come to us, and then you do your wonderful barbarian Chewbacca rage. Cool. Yeah, that
So
noise that I
so
can't
you're so you three are going, then they go,
Yep.
and I go,
Yeah,
basically?
let's
Yep.
do it.
Okay.
You have the longest range. You should
Alright.
start.
So
Pick 'em
Ascara dips around the corner from the stage and levies her blaster carbine and fires at the closest one at medium range, making that sweet Star Warsy laser noise.
The
Chills.
spring.
Yeah,
Yeah, the nostalgia
the nostalgia
shudders
sound.
through your body.
Yeah, exactly. So
I want to use nostalgia as a weapon.
she's really good shot.
Maybe when someone makes a Wes Anderson tabletop
Wow,
game.
that's a lot of dice.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's
I
a
guess-
one.
So 4 successes and 2 advantages.
No, because that one.
Yeah, that
Wow.
counts as a success and an
4
advantage.
successes, 2 advantages
And
versus
both advantages get
two
taken.
threats. Okay.
So the threats cancel out the advantages, but I
So
still got
4 successes?
four
Four
successes.
successes.
Oh, man.
So I deal my
Really
damage
good.
plus 3. In this
Wow.
case, 9 plus 3 is 12.
He dead.
So
Wasted.
let's see
He's
what
dead.
his threshold is for these Gamorrean thugs. They don't seem to be very powerful at all.
It's almost like they're mooks.
that
sent out to
that
teach us the
incinerates
mechanics.
this guy's face.
Yes.
The Gamorreans all they all turn and levy their cudgels.
That was
their
an admirable
cudgels.
attempt at giving him plastic surgery, but I think the laser was overcalibrated. It was a little bit too much.
Woody quit.
He had really bad.
No. I'm sorry. I thought this was a role play.
Woody retort, Dash.
Yeah. Pash.
Pash, sorry.
Pash YOLO.
Pash duo.
Pash duo. Yeah, duo. Pash duo.
Right, who's going next?
One of you guys.
I will do it. I'm gonna do the thing. I'm gonna roll 2 ability die and 1 proficiency die.
Taking a blaster shot.
I'm taking.
Oh, are you going to aim first?
Yeah, yeah. Because I can do my maneuver thing first.
Yeah.
It says in any order.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
going to aim. What does
Okay.
the aiming give me?
You
a
get
bonus
a,
to?
you get a advantage die.
Yay.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like that.
That's okay. That's still not bad.
Oh, that's not
So
bad.
that's a blaster pistol, and you're firing at medium range, so it's a medium difficulty. All right, that's 2 net successes.
Okay.
Although it is 1 net strain, which means that I can use that to screw
Wait,
you over.
what is? Oh,
That's
the
or
failure.
one disadvantage. So basically,
Wait,
that
I thought
means-
this was threat, right?
yeah, threat. Sorry,
Threat. Okay, and the threat contributes to strain.
The threat is just as you can spend advantage to do what you want, I can spend
Oh.
threat to do what I want.
And you're
to
going to
you.
do that.
And so you take 1 strain. So you sort of have to exert yourself
Okay.
to hit.
All right,
hit
so
the
now
shot.
I'm at 11.
Yeah.
I've got dice,
I'm going
like
to-
numeric
dice
dice.
I'm going to
Yeah.
use a piece of paper.
Here.
I brought my school supplies with me because I'm a dork.
So
You're playing a
am-
Star Wars tabletop. That was well established long before you brought school.
And trust me, this is a much better use of
Damage.
my notes than Sociology 311 information.
So how much damage does your blaster pistol do?
6.
6. Okay.
Yeah.
So he has taken 3 points of damage.
Oh man, big spender.
He reels. He reels in pain.
Rails.
I'm gonna put a little marker on him to show that he's in.
I should have used my witty quip time to take better aim, apparently.
Can one take aim with an axe?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Although you only get 1 maneuver.
I mean,
You might have to use that.
Oh,
for
yeah,
move.
that's the equivalent of like
Yeah.
standing there in a pose
It's
as
the
they
fake
run
out,
to
it's
you,
the fake
making
out.
a Wookiee
No,
scream.
what it is just winding up Mauler.
Right.
You
So
put it
value
against his
doesn't
head
change,
and then
right?
you-
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
so I
yeah.
only need to track my wound, strain, and critical.
Yeah, you
injuries.
close one eye.
Yeah,
just like,
yeah.
Can I get that X?
Who's next?
So, I think it was me.
A robot.
I was going to go. Shall I use my blaster or should I try to get a stun grenade off? What do you think?
Blaster.
you.
They seem to go down
Blaster
pretty
at this
easily.
range, for
Alright.
sure. So
I will take aim and then I will use a blaster. Which
So I'm going to assume
two of
that
these.
thing you put on there means
So with
injured.
aim, shall I take an advantage?
Yeah, go for it. And then
2 successes and an advantage.
one
1 success.
failure and 1 disadvantage. So yeah, it's good.
Cool. So
How
1
much?
success does 5 damage to the nearest guy.
Okay, you want to do the one that he already
Yeah.
shot? So 5. So he only takes 2 damage, and he is at death's door. He's kneeling with pain. Is that 3 of us?
He makes a
Mhm.
disgusting
Yeah.
pig-like noise.
So could I
They're
theoretically go right now, or do they have to?
No,
Okay,
no,
so
it's-
it has to be 3 of the
3 of us,
characters.
and
Do
then
you
all of
guys
them
want
last
paper to
person.
track your
But
So
stuff?
the
we
next
just grab
round,
some
I think that
Okay, you can do
it's
that one
not
too.
fixed. Yeah, the next round we can do it in any
Switch it?
order.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay,
the Gamorreans move up, and I guess I should put you out here.
so can they move
Oh,
into
yeah.
range to attack?
Yeah, that's their maneuver.
Okay.
He's going to bring his axe down on you, 41 Vex, since you attacked him most recently.
41 Vex.
Vex.
Totally not HK-47.
Totally not HK-47. Let's see here.
If it ain't broke.
Oh, man.
Wow.
Oh god.
Against...
Shall I roll those?
Yeah, against difficulty die of... See what the rules for engaged is? 'Cause that's the... Let's see. If the attacker is engaged with the target, it is an average check at the speed of the melee brawl. Type 2 is ranged heavy. Yeah, it's 2.
Two.
It's 2. Yeah.
Oof.
So I'm pretty hits you, 41 Vex.
3.
For 3. And
No, my circuits.
so that would be 7 points of damage minus your soak.
I take 4 damage.
Not bad.
So,
So that one moves up. Attacks you, Pash Duo.
No, my face.
You precious face.
I need that
Maybe
to
you'll get
seduce
a-
people.
Wow.
what are these rolls?
These are
Wow. Okay,
Looks like you're
do I
getting
get a
Sexy
counter
stuff.
roll?
Here you
Or...
go. Here you go.
Yeah.
Use the.
Okay, I counter roll with my... Whoop. Yeah, that counts.
Oh man!
Oh.
1 success.
Oh, wait. Did you get 3?
I got 3.
Oh, yeah. So he still gets you, but that's
Yeah.
not too bad. So you take 5 points of damage.
Okay, so
Minus
that goes to
your
my
soak value.
wounds. Okay, so I
you
only take
take
1
one
point of
point of
damage.
damage. Yep.
Because my soak value is 4 for those playing at
Last
home.
one comes up and attacks...
So
what's your name?
So I
Oh,
subtract
Scar?
1
Got
from
it?
my wound, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Exactly.
cool.
That one got through.
This is actually surprisingly simple.
Yeah, I like it. I like the dice system.
Yeah,
It's
simple.
just pretty cool.
What are these rolls?
They're pretty solid rolls.
They're mad.
Gets rid of that.
That cancels that. That doesn't do anything. So we have that. So she does take damage, but she has a net. Wait, no, that's for that guy.
That's for that guy.
All right.
There you go.
So he can recover strain if he wants. All right, so she takes damage.
Okay.
Let's see. You want to write on this character sheet?
You totally can. Here, let me get you a piece of paper.
If
I
you want
guess I-
dice, I can give them to you.
Nah.
Here, I'll just do it. Here, can I write in your corner here?
Yeah,
Is
sure.
that okay, awesome.
I'll make you a deal. You can do that if you pass me my beer pack.
Damn it!
Sure.
How do I keep doing this?
I don't know.
Put it over there. I'm left-handed, so I grab like what's next to me right here, which doesn't explain why they were both over here. But I'm digging a hole.
I'm suspicious of that.
New
excuse.
rounds.
Yeah. All right. Let's go. We're doing
Anyway, so
Oh yes, Wookiees.
I'm gonna go
Yeah.
over there and fuck
He
him
has
up
a
with
name.
my axe.
We're just gonna forget
Whatever.
it.
Yeah.
I'm Lowrick, who I'm gonna repeatedly
I'll speak
mistake.
your jungle tongue.
I'm gonna.
God.
I guarantee I'm gonna call him Low Kick on multiple occasions.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Can you call? Can we please?
Yeah,
change
call
your
me Low
character?
Kick.
You're Low Kick now.
Okay. So I get to do 3 of these guys,
Right.
and then 1 of these, and I do 7. I do 7 damage with this. I also do 3 plus my brawn.
Well,
so we'll see.
Oh, is that your vibro axe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. So
Two-handed vibro axe.
let's
Your
make
space
some
axe.
bacon.
Nice. So
Wow.
that is
5
oh my
successes
god,
and an advantage.
5 successes and an advantage.
That's pretty.
That's a good.
Have fun,
hit.
pig.
Yeah. Wow. So it's net disadvantage. So you do take 1 strain from this. But,
Wait. Okay. Can you explain how that works?
Yeah. So advantage.
Because I don't see how that.
advantage.
Cancels this.
Advantage and threat. Threat is not the
Cancels
same
threat.
as threat's not the same as.
Oh. Okay.
So
Okay.
if
The-
whatever's net
but
is
The success die correlates with the threat. No, correlates with the failure die.
success and failure.
Oh, it's
and
almost like that
they're on
makes
the same
sense or
dice.
something.
Yeah,
okay.
exactly.
And then
Yeah.
Success,
But either
failure,
way-
threat advantage.
threat correlates with advantage.
Right.
Okay, that makes
So-
sense. I get
I
it.
just want to make sure that I'm reading this right because it basically says my damage is 7 and then parentheses BR plus 3.
I think
BR
that is your.
That's
wrong.
what that is.
7.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, but
Okay.
it is 7 plus however many successes,
Which is
exceeding
So you
1.
do-
which
So
is
1, 2, 3, 4. So 11 points of damage. I think it is fair to say that you cleave the Gamorrean in twain.
that feels good.
Twain isn't a space word. Space Twain.
Space Twain. Sorry.
I would actually love to read Mark Twain in
a
space.
long twain ago.
Mark Twain in space.
Yeah,
that would be amazing.
It would probably read similarly to like how it reads now,
Just with
Yeah.
space.
but with space. And maybe less racism, hopefully.
There are plenty of racists in space, though.
That's
There are
true.
more aliens,
We call them
yeah.
spacists.
I mean, hell, you made fun of my language just
Or
5 minutes ago.
Shut up,
so-
giant carpet.
Xenophobes, maybe.
I'm not racist. I have many Wookiee friends.
I think in the literal sense of the term, it is xenophobe.
Yeah, actually. All right, let's do a round.
College. All right.
Went to.
All right, shoot some faces.
I want to shoot some faces.
Yeah. Yeah, so the order now starts over. We can go in any order we want.
I want to do the thing. I want to
Do
the
it.
thing. I'm gonna shoot.
You're going to shoot? All right,
Yeah,
so
I'm
so-
technically in engaged range.
Right, so
with
let's
that
see
near
if that is a
Are there
thing.
attack of opportunities?
There are no attacks of opportunity. Attacks of opportunity arise from threat. So basically, if there's more threat, I can have the enemy make an attack back at you. But so it's a little bit harder to make an attack at short range than or at engaged range than the short range. So if you want to spend your maneuver to move out of short range or out of engaged range, does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Good, because it didn't really make sense to me when I was saying it.
How are the rules for like interacting with the environment in this?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
know? I want to do something cool,
GM's
but I
discretion.
think I'll save that. I'm just going to shoot a guy in the face.
All right. Do you want to move out of the way to get it sort of back up?
I don't really have anywhere to back up to,
All right.
honestly.
All right.
Back's literally
You want to just
the
aim
wall.
then?
Yeah.
Use your maneuver to aim?
I generally like to aim before shooting.
That's
you
good.
know,
That's good.
as
Here you
cool
go.
as shooting from the hip is, I guess.
Which one are you shooting, first of all?
This guy.
All right. Go
I'm
for
going
it.
to let the droid pick off the other guy.
Nice.
Nice. So that would be 4 advantage and 1
Let
success.
me, I guess, roll in opposition to you.
And that would be a medium threat.
Ooh, so that's a
Ooh.
net failure. So your attack
Yikes.
misses, but you have 1, 2, 3, 4 advantage. So
How does
So
that
it
work?
ends up
then?
with 3 advantage.
yes, because red cancels out. So 3 advantage. You can spend 1 advantage to recover 1 strain. You can spend 2 advantage to immediately perform a bonus maneuver.
What do you mean spend advantage?
Right now, at this moment, you have 3 advantage that you could spend.
Because I have
So
3
you can
before
do
this-
something awesome.
Before,
cut
do something
to the
awesome
back.
before this turn ends. So you can spend 2 of it to perform a bonus maneuver.
Did you just say do something
I
awesome?
think I did.
Because I was just thinking I wanted to do something awesome.
Do it,
Okay.
man.
So my shot is going to miss. However, in my anger, that shot was not actually meant to hit. It was a distraction shot. It's
Okay.
this really cunning technique that I do where I sometimes look like I'm going to shoot him, but then I totally miss.
I meant to do that.
And
The Han Solo shot.
Yeah.
while he's distracted, I'm going to kick over one of those tables that's in between me and him and try to knock him onto his fat pig ass.
Nice.
That
All
would be
right.
cool.
Give me a jeez.
Give me a skill check.
Yes.
Yeah. How about like
Skullduggery, maybe? No, that's not really skullduggery.
probably athletics? I would say.
Something that
Athletics?
uses brawn.
Athletics works.
Oh, there's an athletics check?
There it
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
Okay, I get 3 ability die on that one.
All right, and that will probably be opposed to his.
Strength or something, yeah.
He doesn't really have a lot of stuff.
No, not really.
Probably just his brawn.
Yeah, just opposes bar.
Yeah.
That works. I can outmuscle these space orcs. Or maybe not, actually, but... No.
No. And it all cancels out evenly.
Wow.
So does that mean he
Does
Like,
he kick
the
the
table
table
flips.
harmlessly
Okay.
kicks
The flips, and it,
oh
He
my
does
gosh,
it in anger and
Yeah.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
or does
God, missed.
I started out this game thinking I was going to be Space Harrison Ford, but I'm actually 1930s Harrison
Yeah,
Ford,
you're
and
like-
that I'm trying to do something cool, and it's not working
Yeah,
at all.
you're like young Indiana Jones.
Yeah, exactly.
Or he's still learning how to be cool. Okay, that was what, 2? Is that 1? Just one person so far.
That was me.
Right.
So,
Shall I go? All right,
You
I'm going
should.
to use my maneuver to move back away from this
All right,
Gamorrean guy,
that's fine.
and I'm just going to take a blaster
There
shot.
appears to be no attack opportunity in this game.
nice.
That's good.
Gonna waste
4 successes.
You're at short range now, so that's an easy shot.
Wow.
Still get 2 successes, so
Nice.
a total of 5 plus 1, so 6 damage.
6 minus. Are you shooting this dude?
Yeah.
He's dead.
You know, Guardians of the Galaxy makes me realize that Star Wars universe really needs more David Bowie.
Yes. I was just thinking about that today.
I feel
I
like
was
David
listening to
Bowie
the
would
Guardians of the
really
Galaxy
fit
soundtrack
in
today.
in the universe, too.
I mean, it would definitely pull you out of the
Fits in
immersion.
any
Ziggy
universe.
Stardust is a great Star Wars character.
I was listening to Moon Age Daydream today on the soundtrack, and I was like listening to it, and I'm like, this song is really great. It's always been one of my favorites, and it fits perfectly in this movie. But
They use it so well.
it's literally just David Bowie like trying to see how many space references
Exactly.
he can put in the. Like at one point in the song, he's like press your space face close to my. Like he couldn't think of anything for that line. He's like space face.
All right.
Bring it here.
I guess now it's the. Well, I guess we can do
third
the
player
other
character's turn. Yeah.
Okay, so
Why-
I can go or you can go.
I'm pretty effective.
Yeah.
Just
I will
there's
just
one dude left.
move and chop.
leave this
Coup
fellow.
de grace him.
I need to work. I work best at medium range anyway with my blaster car run.
Chop, chop.
Yeah, it's an interestingly
Oh.
balanced party because we have 3 people who are great at ranged, and then one guy who just.
Well,
cleaves.
and a lot
Not
of
ideal.
this
I'm
is
not that great at range,
Okay, so yeah.
but apparently it's been working effectively.
I mean, robots, they're totally useless, right?
Oh wow! So it works, but
Only does base damage. Then?
Net
Take strain.
2 strain.
well,
Yeah.
no,
Unless
it's
something bad
3 threats I can choose, or 2 threats I
Oh.
can choose what to do with it. Let's see. You're gonna suffer just 1 strain. I'll have you suffer a strain.
Okay.
And let's see, how much damage is that?
7, and then +1 per success.
8, so 5. Dead.
Thank you.
Good fight. The Gamorrean thugs lie vanquished before you.
But what about the people?
Most of them have cleared out except for the bartender.
He's seen worse.
But there are a few patrons left standing, and the silence that follows is broken by slow, unamused applause.
Yeah.
I would like to order a drink.
The Deveronian bartender approaches and laughs a little laugh. He pours you. He's like, "I knew you were no health inspector."
Yeah, and something in your face tells me you weren't always a bartender either, but if this place is like I know it is, we just will leave that under the table, right?
He chuckles. I guess your folks need to get off the planet in a hurry.
Ooh,
The good.
that's too bad.
Everybody pause. It's a written monologue. Can I just finish?
Yeah, you can finish it.
It's
Please
part
do.
of the plot. The good news for you is that I happen to know that there's a freighter in Landing Bay, Ulrich, right now. The bad news is that its Captain Trex is an associate of the Hutts. And won't just let you on. The other bad news is that the reason I know it's still in the landing bay is that it has a broken hypermatter reactor igniter and won't be flying anywhere until it gets a new one installed. I bet Vorn over at the junk shop has one. Then he points at the door. Now get out of my cantina.
MacGuffin fetch quest begin.
I will have you know.
Well, yeesh, if you want to suck all the fun out of it.
I will have you know that I'm going to be filing a report with the Health Inspector Bureau, and it is going to be scathing, Skur. Scathing.
Oscar grabs you by your cuff and pulls you out.
The head's on the
Like, I'm
floor.
not talking.
Unacceptable.
Let's stay on mission. All right.
Is it really a role-playing game if you just do what you do on a normal weekend?
Belittle the bartender.
Belittle
for
the
that
bartender,
health
get
standards.
kicked out, yeah,
This establishment, and then have your friend pull you off and scrub your shirt. You have a chance to recover strain. You all recover strain equal to your present score or your ranks in the cool skill, whichever.
That
is
drink did wonders for me.
That was good. You relax.
That's how I get through my mental strain. Something finals week.
So, what do we think so far of the game?
I am actually enjoying
I
this.
like the die system.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I was born and bred in D&D, and so at first die without numbers on them was strange and intimidating, but I actually really like it. It's good. Yeah,
This is produced by Fantasy Play, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's
Warhammer,
very
right?
similar to their X-Wings miniature game that also uses symbols on dice, and you sort of roll them against each other's shields versus weapon hits.
Yeah, and very cynically, I mean, they're just going to make a killing because, the dice sets, I looked at a game shop, I was like, oh, I'll buy an extra set, $14 for a set. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
The dice system definitely works. I do find myself wishing that ones could happen because that's always really funny.
Oh, so critical, right. So this is the equivalent for the enemy of this. And it has a symbol on it, which is like a natural one, like an ultimate failure. It's called despair.
Oh.
Right, and we
Spinning.
do have
And
triumph.
you have a triumph. on the
And then
die.
Okay,
also,
good.
if you
Glad to know
look
that's in
here,
there.
you can inflict critical injury if you roll 4 advantages.
Right. So if you have enough advantages, you can choose to inflict a critical injury on your opponent. And how that works in the context of fighting is that's an instant kill.
So
Oh man.
Unlike the last two.
Right. This where you simply cleave them in twain.
this
This one will cleave
really
you in twixt.
come up, but I think this would be a big thing for later on. There are over 20 different skills,
Yeah.
and
That's
that's a little
ridiculous.
bit much.
Yeah. The game itself, like the book, is thicker than any like tabletop book I've ever
Oh,
seen.
really?
It's intensely complicated.
I mean,
Which
even
is-
when you went, like, I'm just looking at the S's: skullduggery, stealth, and streetwise. Like, I can see why those are all somewhat different things, but not
What is
necessarily in the
right,
what
context
is
of it.
skullduggery?
I don't
versus
know.
stealth? Like I feel like
Yeah.
stealth would be part of
Skullduggery
that.
is
Weird
like
cunning.
is general like open lock, set a mine, disable a trap. But I mean, like like the diplomacy was right. Like you have charm, coerce, cool, deceit, leadership,
What
negotiation.
is cool?
Those are all separate.
I
Cool
mean,
is-
like I've listened to
how
5
cool
different
you are.
Miles Davis albums, and I still don't
You still
know
know
what
what
cool
cool
is.
is.
So like,
yeah.
But I was saying, I was
You gotta switch to Coltrane.
Cool was like
Coltrane's
how
great.
calm you are.
we're not
when you
reviewing
back.
that here.
Yeah, it's your ability to sort of maintain your nerve.
So if you know there's impending.
So, for
combat,
example, now that we've passed the bar scene, I can go back and tell you some of the other options that the game gave you
Okay.
for hiding.
One was the closet.
So,
Sure.
So convince the Twi'lek dancing girl to let you backstage as charm or coerce.
Mhm.
You can step into the storage closet and jam the lock, which is mechanics.
Oh,
I didn't
even think about
I
that.
can-
Climbing up on the support struts where the extra booze is stored for athletics and hiding up there. Getting behind the bar and pretending to be a bartender is deceit.
Why would there be 4 bartenders?
And the
Some
last,
of us
well,
could
you
just,
can all
like,
do
duck
different
down.
things.
Might
I
be-
guess.
oh, yeah.
And the last thing is
All of us
sitting-
just cleaning the glass.
sitting down at the bar as if nothing was wrong because only a madman would do that. Cool.
I like that.
So if you're like
I
super
thought about
chill,
that, right?
the Gamorreans will bust in, like won't even notice you because you're being so like matter of
Just
fact
so
about
cool.
things.
Oh, yeah.
I think it would be really fun to
Should've
just
done
try
that.
to hide
Can
under
you
the
be a me?
tables. Just
Oh.
don't even care. Like we're gonna
Like,
fight
really
these guys.
visible?
Like no, like all 3. Like the droid, the Twi'lek. It's Twi'lek, right?
Yeah.
Twi'lek. I keep saying Twi'lek. It's Twi'lek.
It doesn't really
Twi'lek, the droid, and the human.
Racist.
The Twi'lek, the droid, and the human like all hide in the closet. The Wookiee can't fit, so he just stands in the middle of like the open
He
space
stands
with his
behind
hands
the
over his eyes.
For a second there, I was considering.
Behind the bar,
No, see,
getting everybody-
what I was considering doing
Can
is
you
just
be like a stuffed
pretending.
Wookiee?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
like just being in squall like this.
Just like slip the bartender
Yeah.
some credits, like and then
we
like
should have all
like,
done that.
yeah.
Just all stood.
What do you-
We don't pretend to be stuffed like wax animated models.
That's great. What do you guys think of the beer?
Good.
It's-
Good.
it was-
It's great.
Apparently, it's good because we've gone through 2 bottles.
Oh my god.
Rather
It's-
quickly.
It's not particularly sour for an IPA, which I like.
Yeah, it's weird. It's labeled
It's
as an
drinkable.
Imperial IPA,
It's very
but it's actually not as hoppy as you would expect, especially for a
Last week
PNW
we had a pretty
brewery.
good IPA too.
Yeah,
Yeah, and they're local. They're
Yeah, they're local.
Springfield, I think.
yeah. Their bar isn't super great. It was all right.
Well, they have
but,
one over by the train tracks, and then they have another one in Springfield.
Right,
I
they got the one on
went to
Gateway.
the one by Springfield.
Yeah.
It was okay, but I'll have to check out the one by the train tracks. This was good though. I liked it. Normally, I don't like drinking IPAs without food. Like I'm addicted to going to Sizzle Pie and getting like a really nice slice of pizza and then getting an IPA. But this was actually, it worked pretty well on its own, I
Yeah.
thought.
So,
Yep.
Trex is the captain of the Crate Fang, the ship that you need to steal to get off this shitty planet.
But we need a part first.
You need a hypermatter reactor igniter.
Wait, reactor igniter?
Hypermatter reactor
That's so
igniter.
specific.
We need
It
a
ignites
hyperdrive.
the hypermatter reactor.
We need a hyperdrive.
Come on, man! Didn't you pass physics?
Hypermatter reactor igniter is my favorite Tool album.
Oh my god! So it just so happens Warren at the junk shop has one.
It just so
It just so happens,
We should
as the
probably
barkeep
go over
said.
to-
Guys, we should go to Vorn at the junk shop.
All right.
And does he have a
Maybe
little
we can
slave
build
boy who's
one.
going to make the bestest darn Jedi ever?
I don't
Yeah.
really want to talk to Vorn.
Well, that's how the game is set up. So you're gonna talk to more.
Can we just like open a
If this was my campaign, we could do something else. This is the starter set. So move to the junk shop.
Whereabouts the cantina?
Where's the cantina?
Yeah.
Because
Cantina.
Yeah.
oh, that's like
So we
like
just
right
walk
around the
down
corner.
street.
Oh, that's
well, we
right.
gotta go all the way over to.
So you just casually like mill through people as you walk by.
Yep.
So the junk shop is immediately obvious by the scrapyard adjoining the low, poor stone building. As you step inside, you see a hunched old human male lurking behind a low counter covered with a disassembled droid and machine parts. The man glances up at you. Then turns to a garbage can-shaped R5 droid standing at his side. He kicks the droid and shrieks, "You're supposed to tell me when I have customers, you bucket of bolts! Go outside and finish stripping that speeder bike wreck!" The droid trundles off with a surly "boo," and the man turns to you. "Welcome, customers! As you can see," he points to the racks and shelves and enormous buckets full of scrap metal and parts. "I have anything you could want for the right price."
I'm going to attempt to. I mean, you guys have a plan.
I can't.
Yeah.
What does that walking carpet say?
My friend. My friend here was just saying that we're actually here on official business from Timo. The Hut, guy, he's a pretty important in town. He needs a new hypermatter reactor igniter for one of his spaceships, and we were told to acquire one. Now, he's a pretty powerful guy, so it might be wise for you to lose this particular part for us, strictly under the table.
I take
You
my
understand.
Vibro X and do this.
So, can we get a combination of deceit and coerce on that, maybe?
Sure, go for it.
Yeah, I'm absolutely going for it. It just so happens that I have a good...
I mean, you can't roll them both, but you can choose one.
How's your coerce score?
Terrible. It's just standard.
Let's just deceive him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Deceive even.
Versus
like
his
the verb.
discipline skill.
Ooh, I didn't even know that was a skill because there are 26 skills.
There are 26. There are a lot of skills in this game.
Okay, so I rolled 2 advantage, 2 success.
Well, he believes you. That he's like, "Oh, you work for Timo. I only have one hypermatter reactor igniter. It's already promised to Captain Drex of the Crate Fang. He also works for Timo. I'm sorry."
I should have thought of that. That's right. We're actually here to pick it up for him. That was, I don't, these matters, they're very, they're private, so I didn't want to say exactly who we were picking this particular good up for.
Oscara is just, turned around and watching the door. She's just letting you work.
We're just, we're picking this up for him. We're actually, as you can tell, we're couriers. We're just picking this up. Obviously, we have our muscle here to help pick up the thing. It's pretty heavy, right? I mean, the space parts, they're heavy. Am I right? Space parts, they're so heavy. Junk, I mean, I can tell. Even if I didn't see you here, I would know that you worked in the junkyard because you're just rippling with muscle, honestly, sir.
Somewhere in the galaxy, so Han Solo just did a facepalm.
Roll me deceit again. You can roll me deceit again.
Please.
Jesus Christ.
No, this is great. I normally DM, so it's nice.
Oh!
That's not a good thing.
That's not good at all.
That's bad.
Despair.
I think you should explain that part of the rules.
Yeah,
So his discipline rolled a despair. That is to say, Vorn
It's a triangle thing in a circle.
Yeah, which represents the worst possible outcome for this situation.
That's great.
So let's see, what would be the worst possible outcome for what you just did?
That's not.
It kind of came on to him.
You came on a little too hard.
Yeah.
And he misinterpreted your advance as sexual.
Oh, shit.
I'm happily taken. I am a married man. Get out of my shop or I break in your face.
Okay.
Out! Out!
Okay, I'm leaving. We should get out of here. Okay. All right, so we walk out.
What are you looking at, stupid droid?
I just
walk out of the junkyard. So that was plan A. That didn't work. I'm open to any ideas. Let's really think out of the box here. That'd be great.
The next logical step would be to try to steal it.
I'm just trying to imagine what the Wookiee word for logic is. Yeah.
I don't. It's really muted. They don't use it very often.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, the Wookiee word for logic is whereas the Wookiee word for war is
Oh my god.
What about you?
It's great when
Any ideas?
We could cut the power.
You know what? I think we should cut the power.
And then throw in a stun grenade, right?
Yeah. That's my go-to move.
I'm assuming the stun grenade, it just stuns, right?
It says does 8 stun.
Unless you set it to
I'm
kill.
not entirely sure what 8 stun damage does.
Let's
it's like
find...
supplemental damage is not going to.
Okay, let's find out what 8 stun damage does.
Oh, God.
So I say we cut the power, which is an original idea.
Power!
We get the droid to do it. I
Wait,
don't know.
it's like Tatooine. The sun is like blazing down. The
Oh.
shop is like lit with natural lighting.
Oh, yeah.
They're twins.
His cash register just stops working. He's like, that's really dumb.
Cash register. There's credits.
Credit register.
He's just like a paper credits.
Yeah, credit. Exactly.
Here, let's find out what stun damage does real quick.
Yeah, that's a good... Do they just straight up have the Millennium Falcon on the cover of that?
I think that's the crate thing. I think it might be
Sweet.
like
That would
No.
be great. Okay, let's do the thing.
all right.
Stun damage.
We'll just find stun damage here.
I tried. I
So-
really did.
Assuming we stun him, then we have to take it and we have to know where to run it to.
You could always just do sort of a scar.
the
A scar
landing
speaks up.
bay.
She's kind of gruff and a woman of few words. We could try intimidating you.
The ship is over here. The landing bay.
Yeah, it's in landing bay A or
We could try. I mean, we can just walk into the shop multiple different times doing all.
I think I'll tell you what. I'll stay here as a guard. I'll keep. Wait, I can actually do that. Isn't vigilance a skill?
Yeah, you can roll.
I'm
vigilance.
gonna do. I'll tell you
to
what.
make sure you're prepared for combat.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
will stand outside the door and do a vigilance skill just to make sure that no one interferes with whatever you're about to do.
And I can be the muscle once again, but this time I'll swing my axe even wider.
It's good. That's
Okay,
good. Like a
you
higher
guys do
arc.
your thing. You do your thing.
Alternatively, Oscara sort of like thinks and she's like, he was mistreating that droid. We could try asking it for help if we want.
I could
Says
have
the simultaneous.
droid-on-droid conversation.
Yeah, don't you people all know each other?
Oh, what do you mean, you people?
No, nothing.
What do you mean, you?
I mean, you
Funny, my
droids.
friends are droids. For
Alright,
example, you.
Okay, let's pick a plan. We did plan A. Plan B should be talking with the droid, I think. That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
So, my droid friend, do you want to go interface with the
droid.
with the
I could
daily
do
bopper?
that. What would I be using to talk to?
Is there an interface skill?
computers?
That's
I would probably just be using.
I mean,
Do you
this
have
is
advantage on
getting
computer?
into some weird conversations about whether like droids in the Star Wars universe
like,
have personalities that you can like.
souls.
Right.
Like, can you coerce a droid? Can you persuade or charm?
How about mechanics? You got an extra
I
on
could
that.
mechanic.
Okay, I'm just saying, I feel like a mechanics check, a droid to droid, is like you are going to attempt to open his mainframe and like persuade
Hey,
him to do what you want
maybe
to.
I
mean, that could
reprogrammed
very
him to
well
get me
be
to
That's
Yeah.
way dark.
I mean,
That's pretty dark.
or I mean,
I mean, I don't think my character's done that before. I might be into learning about how to do that on the fly.
I'm gonna say either
That's weird, but okay.
either
I
charm.
can't say anything. I failed completely.
You may use either charm or computers or mechanics.
Let's see.
use mechanics. That you got the plenty.
I could
of
use
advantage on that.
mechanics would give me
Wow, you do.
3 green and 1 yellow
Your die, sir.
Versus the droid's discipline.
versus.
Is there any beer left?
No, you can just sip from this glass though.
So
Thanks,
3
Blake.
successes and 2 advantages.
All right, so he
That's
tells
how we're introducing the
he
podcast
tells you
now.
he tells you that he'd be. Are we still recording? Oh, sorry. He tells you that
Professionals.
that he hates. He's resentful of his master. The R5 unit's name is R5K3. He's resentful of his master. And if you go distract form, he will be happy to go in and steal the part for you.
That sounds great. Thank you, kind droid.
I like it. Okay.
I can
What did he
just.
say?
So I come back to you guys and I'm like, the droid says he will help us if we distract Form.
Max, why are you talking like that all of a sudden?
I can just
Had
yell
a
at.
bad interface with
Got a bad
whatever his
motivator.
name was, yeah.
I can just.
Motivator.
I could just yell at him in like outraged Wookiee. I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a good distraction.
flail your
Yeah, just like
axe around.
you might mistake that for hostile intent.
Or like,
I'm with
people.
my friend whose name I remember. Oscar, thank you.
Just talk his ear off.
Yeah, go in there and apologize.
Okay, you will go.
Make a big show of apologizing.
No.
Hey, that's not bad actually. I can do that if you guys can get the droid to do the thing behind the scenes. I can
Or you
definitely
could double down and flirt harder.
Double or nothing.
I'm gonna filibuster the hell out of this seduction thing. Yeah.
Cool. So you stick your little hand thing.
Yeah,
into
I've got a cool thing on my back, right?
Yeah,
I've got
dealy
some crazy
boppers.
things. Look at this thing.
I'm very envious of your dealy boppers.
You're like C-3PO's awesome cousin.
Those are sweet dealy boppers.
I love
Dealy
that word
boppers
so much.
everywhere.